Good evening, live from Bakersfield High School on CNN SI Time Warner Cable Channel 52. It's the Girls Valley Soccer Championship between the host BHS Girls and also the Clovis Cougars. A rain-soaked, muddy El Nino type field here at Griffith Field as the Drillers, led by Erica Flores and Megan Carroll and Micah Peck, take on the Cougars, led by Renee Tanner, Michelle Wagner, and Amber Houchin. Renee this year has 19 goals. Michelle Wagner of Clovis, 13 goals and 12 assists. And Amber Houchin, 12 goals and 11 assists. BHS is coached by Leslie O'Connor and Clovis by Brian Hirayama. BHS in white and Clovis in blue. And the Drillers are going for the 9th Valley title in 10 years. Utter dominance. Not a dynasty in the making, but a dynasty that has been in the making for quite some time. We wonder how much the field conditions will prevent BHS from playing their normal fast-paced game. Normally when it's muddy like this, if you have a lot of fast players, it's going to slow them up somewhat, as they would do a lot of slipping on the field. This would favor a larger team that doesn't move quite as quickly. So it's BHS and Clovis tonight from Griffith Field. As we get started, Erica Flores is the captain for BHS. All-Area Player of the Year. Both teams knocking the ball around. Clovis in blue and BHS in white. BHS moving left to right here early on, and Clovis in the other direction. Clovis trying to set up. As you can see, the field conditions are causing some problems for the players already. They're not moving as quickly as they normally would. Small contingent on the other side, out of the Clovis side, as Clovis moves it downfield. They're off to the right side, now picked up by BHS. And the ball is out. Clovis with the ball on the far side. Now picked back up by BHS. The goalkeeper for Clovis is Carrie Bacomi. She's a senior. Also, Katie Kia-Witter, a sophomore. So Carrie is the starter, most likely. The BHS goalie is Meredith Bell. She's a junior. Clovis with the ball in blue. Kicked out to the far side, and it will be retrieved by the Drillers, I believe. Brandon Malatone is a defender, a senior for BHS. Erica Flores, as I mentioned, the captain and a senior, four-year player. Meredith Bell at goalkeeper is a junior. And as we talked about, Megan Carroll is a junior defender. Clovis with the ball in front of us. Now BHS takes it away. Almost looked like a trip against Clovis, but they don't call anything. There's not a lot of room between the field of play and the stands here at Griffith Field. Well, especially for soccer, they play a wider field than they do in football. There's not that much room, and it's a regular football game. Probably 5 to 7 yards at the most. And the ball goes out to the Clovis Cougars, as they will throw it in from midfield. Number 15, Regina Esparza. She's only a freshman for the Cougars. BHS with the ball moving left to right. Looks like they're trying to set up, but neither team is moving as quickly as they would like here early in the match, the soccer match. Ball is kicked out of bounds. It will go to the Cougars of Clovis High. One of 3 high schools in Clovis, along with Clovis West and Buchanan High School. Okay, the Clovis Cougars will bring it in here early in the match between BHS and Clovis. for the Valley Girls Soccer Championship from Griffith Field on the campus of BHS. Very wet, mud-soaked Griffith Field thanks to El Nino. So probably different field conditions than the girls have played most of the year, though we've had quite a bit of rain over the last month. This type of field would take away the speed of the BHS team. They are used to scoring a lot of goals. And the Drillers have it in white, deep into Clovis territory. Almost with a shot at goal and knocked away at the last moment by the Cougars. And kicked out by Clovis. BHS with the ball again. Right side. Looks like number 11 with the shot at goal, and that'll be Candace Collins, just wide to the left. And Clovis will bring it in. So BHS attacking 2 possessions in a row, and Clovis with good defense. Bringing it in for the Clovis Cougars, Stephanie Hernandez, number 14, 5 goals this year, and Stephanie is a senior defender. It always seems like when you're trying to win a Valley Championship, you have to go through one of the 3 Clovis schools, be it Clovis West, Clovis, or Buchanan, in whatever sport there is. The ball is knocked out of bounds by the Cougars, and BHS will bring it in. And it's tipped out of bounds by the Drillers, and Cougars will do those honors. Number 11, Shane Wender, a freshman, throwing it in for Clovis. Picked off momentarily by BHS, retrieved by Clovis, and back to BHS. A lot of dribbling here early in the game. There's a long shot at goal, and it is retrieved by the goalkeeper, Carrie Bacombe of Clovis, and she kicks it out. A muddy field here at Griffith Field on the campus of BHS. Number 15, Christine Holmes, the senior defender for BHS, knocking it out. Kick to midfield as BHS tries to control it and keep it alive. Goes from BHS to Clovis, back to BHS. Brianne Maltone had the ball momentarily. Erica Flores, number 3 for BHS, is one of the smallest players on the field, but she is the best. She has tremendous quickness and a great sense about the game. I think last year she scored the only goal for BHS in their title win. I think it was 1-0. Clovis in blue and BHS in white. And the ball kicked out of bounds by the Drillers. Leslie O'Connor is the head coach for BHS, and Brian Hirayama, the head man for the Clovis Cougars. Flipping it in for the Cougars, Regina Esparza. And the header out of bounds by BHS. So a muddy field tonight. Not playing too much a part in the game so far, but it probably will later on in the match. And a penalty goes against Clovis. BHS will bring it in. It's Clovis and the Drillers tonight. BHS making another title game appearance, title match appearance, seeking their 9th title in 10 years. Clovis right to left moving and BHS left to right. And the ball is kicked out of bounds on the far side and almost exits the stadium. Now brought into the Cougars on the far side. Ball's lofted high and headed out by BHS. Clovis has not had a good shot at goal yet tonight. And the ball kicked out of bounds by the Drillers. There's the tarp that leads to that famous tunnel here at BHS where the football players come out of, the BHS football players. Esparza brings it in for Clovis. Knocked away momentarily by BHS. Flores with it. Kicked away from her. Clovis has about a 3-on-3 situation. Left-handed kick is intercepted by the Drillers. And Clovis keeps it alive momentarily before it goes out of bounds. BHS throws it in. And it goes out of bounds. Now who has it? No score yet tonight between the Drillers and the Cougars of Clovis High. Cougars will loft it in. BHS takes it away at midfield. Should be a penalty against that Clovis player. She kind of sliced the BHS player in half. Drillers with the ball. Try to set up on the right side. And it'll be out of bounds. Out of bounds to Clovis. BHS has had 2 moderate shots at goal tonight. Clovis with none, really, so far. And as that girl, number 17, Emily Barris, tried to shoot it for Clovis, she slipped and fell down. So it's muddy, not a lot of grass around the middle. And there's grass around the outside, but that's probably where more of the rain-soaked portion of the field is. BHS kicks a long downfield, but really nobody there to have a good shot at goals. It's knocked out of bounds by Comey, the goalkeeper of Clovis, the senior. There's a throw-in by the Drillers. Shot at goal and the miss. A Driller coming to the far side and missed it to the right side of the pole. So Clovis will kick it out. The Drillers have had a few shots at goal tonight and have come up empty. Drillers retrieve the ball. Left side. And Clovis kicks it out on the far side. Here at BHS, the ball always goes underneath the stands. So I guess you need a player or a ball boy or ball girl to go and retrieve the ball. Thrown in by BHS. And it is knocked out of bounds. So they spent a lot of time trying to retrieve the ball underneath the stands here tonight. Drillers will throw it in. No score tonight in his Valley Girls Soccer Championship. Another save for the Cougars. Cougars keep it alive. It's knocked out of bounds by BHS. I think Karen Neese knocked it out. She'd be number 12, sophomore. Gina Flores bringing it in for Clovis. She's a junior. Attempt by Flores towards the goal. Headed out for BHS. To midfield. It's a high kick by the Cougars. Once again, excellent defense by the Drillers. We have many players back there in good position. BHS gets it to midfield. Kicked out by the Drillers, looking for them to set up for a goal here. This one's retrieved by the Cougars. Left-footed kick just in front of us. BHS has a one-on-one from the right side. Not a trip job. Here's a shot at goal, and it is a score for BHS. Erica Flores, #1. The top player in the area all year long, scores the first goal for BHS tonight. And the Drillers lead at 1-0. That was a high goal, a high shot that just knocked inside the net. So Erica was coming from the left side. The assist from Brianne Maltone, who was shooting the ball for the right side. So the Drillers are on top first, 1-0 over the Clovis Cougars. And Clovis with the ball at midfield. Down by 1 early in the match. The Drillers with the ball deep in Clovis territory. Erica Flores has it. Oh, she's fast. Move it on the right side. It's taken away momentarily. Clovis kicks it out. Looks like a BHS player was pushed from behind. No harm, no foul. And a ball goes out of bounds. Leslie O'Connor, the skipper for BHS, and Brian Hirayama, the head man for Clovis. Both teams have an outstanding years. I think the ball was knocked out of bounds by BHS. In fact, Clovis is co-champions of the Tri River Athletic Conference, and BHS won the Southeast Yosemite League. Clovis finished second in the Peggy Renberg tournament and also finished second in the Garces tournament. 9-1 in their league this year. And the Cougars will bring it in. Not what you'd call a deep throw. BHS has a player off to the right, tough angle, knocks it towards the goal, and just behind Flores. The BHS with another shot at goal, a nice save by Carrie Bacomi of Clovis. The shot was a little bit to the left of the goal, but she had a beautiful dive to save that one for Clovis and keep the score 1-0 BHS. Now Clovis into BHS territory. With the ball, Gina Flores, #3. She'll try to set up here. Little assist, right to left kick. The header's not successful. The Drillers in white have it. They had 1-0. The girl fell down, no harm, no foul. BHS from the left side. And a kick sails far left of the goalpost. Very difficult kick from the left side. As players are sliding around quite a bit all over the field, and it will get worse as the match progresses. 1-0 BHS over Clovis on CNN SI Time Warner Cable Channel 52 in the Girls Soccer Championship. The BHS Drillers will bring it in from that far side, seeking their 9th title in 10 years. The kick towards goal. And it looked to be blocked. I think we'll try it again. As they're trying to set up for a goal here, BHS. A high kick. And it goes completely out of bounds. You want to kick that ball probably 5 to 10 yards in front of the goalpost. Number 14 for Clovis, Stephanie Hernandez. Will kick it out for the Cougars in blue and white. They get it to midfield. Picked off momentarily by BHS. Nice one-on-one play on the far side. And the ball was booted out of bounds. The Drillers will bring it in. The Drillers in white. Ball in turn is kicked out of bounds. That's the Clovis faithful on that side. BHS leading 1-0. Line drive kick retrieved by the Drillers. Erica Flores. And the ball is kicked out of bounds. It will go to the Cougars of Clovis. Gina Flores will bring it in, the junior midfielder. BHS has a few seniors on their team, but they actually have more underclassmen. They have some freshmen, some sophomores, and some juniors, so they have a number of people returning for their team next year. Keep that title chase going. There's a kick from right to left for BHS. Flores on the left side. Look at that speed towards the middle. Erica has it once again. Hit from behind. Now the ball is taken away. Clovis moving right to left. And it's kept alive by the Drillers. And knocked out of bounds. 1-0 here in this girls soccer championship. The ball out to Clovis. BHS trying to set up for a score. Kick coming from the right side. And it goes over the goalpost, I believe. And out of bounds. Looked like it was hit by goalkeeper Carrie Bacome. Looked like she got a hand on it, and I believe she did. Yeah, she went high in the air to knock that one away. Somewhat of a right to left kick. Defending Pam Perez, a sophomore for Clovis, at the top portion of your screen as BHS will kick it towards the goal. Doesn't quite get there. Clovis will kick it in from their own side of the field. Muddy Griffith Field is the site for tonight's girls soccer championship between BHS and Clovis High. 1-0 BHS to this point. Ball is knocked out of bounds on the far side. BHS, led by captain Erica Flores, leads 1-0. Erica, the most outstanding player in this area for quite some time. Player for Clovis goes down. No foul is charged. And good hustle by number 12, Jody Pruitt, senior defender for Clovis. As she goes down hard after that ball is kicked out of bounds. Ball is thrown in by the Drillers and appears to be thrown out of bounds. Candace Collins was thrown again. And now back to Clovis. Kept alive momentarily before it's kicked out of bounds. So both teams doing the sideline act here. Kind of a tight wire routine. BHS leading 1-0. Trying to set up for a goal, and it's booted out of bounds. BHS will be able to take it in. And they're trying to set up their players in good position for a shot at goal. Miley Ortiz is another captain for BHS, number 17. Senior midfielder. She and Erica Flores are the two captains. Megan Carroll, the goalkeeper for... She's not the goalkeeper. I was thinking of Meredith Bell, the goalkeeper for BHS, has not had a lot of shots thrown her way so far tonight in this match. BHS coming from the right side. It's knocked out of bounds by Clovis. Her area has been somewhat quiet this evening. The GK for Clovis has seen a lot more action, as BHS has spent a lot of time on the Clovis side of the field this evening. BHS will bring it in. Looks like they're setting up a play. Somewhat of a rotation. Kick towards the goal. Retrieved by the Cougars. And they get it out to midfield. A couple of players to the right side. The ball eventually booted out by BHS, picked up by Clovis, as they had a nice defensive stand on the other side, keeping a score to 1-0 in favor of BHS. Erica Flores scoring the lone goal for the Drillers, on an assist by Brianne Maltone. BHS players slipping and falling down as the ball goes out of bounds on the near side. Christine Holmes bringing it in for BHS. Kept in play by the Cougars. Header by Gina Flores. And now booted out of bounds. BHS in white and Clovis in blue tonight. Gina Flores will bring it in for Clovis. Emily Barris knocks it out. Looks like a shot is good. Right side by the Cougars. A nice setup job. The hit coming from the right side. And we have a 1-1 match. BHS with the ball at midfield, tied 1-1. And the Clovis fans yelling their approval on the far side. BHS trying to come right back. And it's booted out by the Cougars. And now kept in play, past midfield. Clovis looking aggressive now. A person in the middle. That'll be Gina Flores. And the ball's booted wide to the right and too deep. So after Clovis scored their first goal, it came right back very aggressively at BHS. Meredith Bell with the ball for BHS, the goalkeeper. That last shot just went inside the right goalpost, which is to her left. Erica Flores scored the first goal for BHS in this match. And now we have a tie game. You know, it's amazing when a team like Clovis scores a goal, how they seem to get pumped up from that. It seems to lift their spirits to a great degree, just like that. Because defensively, they held off BHS on a number of possessions after that first goal. You can see the track around the soccer field. It's just caked in mud. Better to play on grass than on mud, I guess. Clovis will bring it in with a score at 1-1 between Clovis and BHS. The Clovis goalkeeper receiving a lot more work tonight than Meredith Bell, as BHS has had more shots at goal, but the score is tied 1-1. What only counts is how many goals you score, not how many shots at goal you have. Clovis with the ball on the far side. A little bumping from behind as looks like play has picked up intensity-wise here. And the ball is kicked out of bounds by BHS.